My favorite track on the album would be, aside from Matrimony and the intro, would be Helium Balloon. Helium Balloon. And I like it because of what the message is. You know, people don't really mess with you when you're doing the grind.
The Matrimony with Usher. I say more so, that's my favorite track because a lot of people can relate to that. You know what I mean? In this day and age, everybody want to be somebody. Everybody's an entrepreneur. Everybody feels that they're famous in a way. And when you live in that lifestyle, it's really hard to decide on to live, being in love or creating a lifestyle like with a family and everything, and also keeping your mind on track with, you know, what your dreams are. So that song kind of entitles, especially like what I want to do too. So I definitely felt that track. The message that I think he delivered with each song, I think it's all about. I think it's more about his life and the things that he goes through, and the things that he's seen. I believe the album was definitely a concept album that he was creating songs that anybody can relate to, and more so, he was putting it in a poetic way. All the songs on there, he's basically just doing poetry to a beat in a way. And I can appreciate that because most artists can't do that.
I feel like in every track, Wale always had a message behind every song he did. And I'm just going to use the two that he has a video for right now, which would be White Shoes and Girls on Drugs. Those two videos alone show what kind of message he brings. And you know, with the songs, he always uses something that we can relate to nowadays, because people are getting killed right now for shoes and Jordans and all that stuff. And the Girls on Drugs, social media has a big part in how people portray themselves and how they really are, you know. So I feel like he always has a really good message. You just kind of have to really listen to it in a sense.
Definitely. Anytime you put an album out, basically a concept album, it's definitely a big deal. I think he had other projects that were probably a little more of a staple than this one, but either way, it was still a great content, great idea, and it was almost like a run-on to the other things he had going on that his core fans loved. So, I mean, I'm sure he'll do more albums like this, and it might even turn out even better. It'll just probably track selection.
So I do believe that this is one of his best projects to date. I believe that he's getting all the love that he deserves, and I still feel he's a little underrated, but I do feel like, you know, people are starting to realize that, you know, what he brings to the table.
I enjoyed that because he was been doing the mixtape About Nothing, and also he ran with the Seinfeld team, and I love how he bridged the gap between that mainstream sitcom and mainstream television show and put it into a hood's perspective, and he got Jerry Seinfeld on the album. So I believe, like, it goes back to me saying it basically, every song touched on something different. So basically, it's all of that is so many different things that you can basically just say you just talking and ranting and talking about nothing. You know, so it was really as if you were just sitting around your homies and started talking about different topics. So it's not as if it was a specific discussion. So I believe the album About Nothing was about many different things.
The play that he used for the album About Nothing, I feel like it kind of brings us back to when he did the mixtape About Nothing. It brings us back to that, you know, that old Wale, that authentic Wale. I feel like it also kind of does that. He doesn't have just one specific topic on the album, one specific concept on the album. He hits a whole different amount of other topics. So I think it works really well. Definitely, Wale is definitely on my top 5, without a doubt. I always was a fan of Wale. Even from before he was signed with MMG, you know, I've always just been a really big fan.
Yeah, definitely. Wale is on my top 5. I've been a fan of Wale since probably about 2008, and that was like before Nike boots. But it was more so because I was enjoying that DC style. I'm not really I don't wear Jordans that much. I do like the gourmet Jordans though. It's a little different, but if I were to pick a Jordan that I wear, I love those Jordan 7s. You know what I mean? You got that little, like just the cuts, you know what I mean? I enjoy the cuts on that. So Jordan 7 is definitely, and 7 is my favorite number.
Which number Jordan will represent me? I would just say the Jordan 2s, just because I'm about to be on my 2nd year with my website, so it kind of goes to the whole aspect and concept that he had going on for his, so yeah, Jordan 2s.
Peace.